Can Monsterverse Godzilla solo the Reiwa era? Monsterverse Godzilla can pack out monsters left and right, but if he were thrown into his cousin's universe, would he fare the same? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I am here to uncover. We'll place Monsterverse Godzilla against Shin, Minus One, Ultima, Gemstone, and Earth. Let's see how well, if well at all, Monsterverse Godzilla performs against the Reiwa monsters. First up is Shin Godzilla, and we will not be using his most powerful form, Kamatsu, but instead his final form. Shin in his final form is completely unaffected by most modern weapons, and even survived having multiple bunker bombers dropped on his neck. This already puts his durability to city block level. However, of course we're going to be arguing higher. Shin got a twin cousin that fought his own version of Ghidorah, and that Ghidorah made a storm that had energy levels that calced up to 133 megatons, or mountain level. And yeah, this short ain't canon, but let's throw Shin a bone and assume they're the same. This means Shin can cut through mountains with his fearsome atomic breath. But will it cut into legendary? Nah. Legendary Godzilla, even on his deathbed, was still withstanding nuclear bombs that rips hole into the hollow earth. Calculations for the super bomb can reach to large island level, a significant power gap between Legendary and Shin. However, Shin can evolve. Oh no, he's dead. Shin does have good evolution, but not good enough to save him instantaneously, evident by the fact Shin can still get overwhelmed by trains, buildings, and even just outright be defeated. He ain't no Doomsday. Legendary Godzilla moves on. Minus One Godzilla. I covered this topic before, and with Minus One getting some upgrades, not a thing changed. Monsterverse's body still. Let's keep going. Godzilla Ultima. This will be Ultima's avatar. His avatar. Not his true form. Please don't bring that up in the comments. Off rip, Ultima's causing Rodway's levels of earthquakes across Japan. Tokyo almost thought it was DJ Khaled again. Not only that, but Ultima's mirror aura was changing the world around him, even affecting singularity points. Ultima has amazing hacks, with his final attack against Jet Jaguar wielding 69 gigatons of TNT or island level. He's a formidable monster. Sad news though, Monsterverse Godzilla can do what Ultima can do 5 times greater in a single blast. At a low end, mind you. So despite Ultima's good hacks and aura, Legendary Godzilla is just blowing through him, moving on to the next round. Now, Gemstone Godzilla is one of the coldest Godzillas. How many Godzillas do you know pulling this off? He creates city-wide explosions, amplifies his attacks with nuclear energy, and even has his own anime transformation that I like to call a Shiro form. Depending on how hot you think his Gemstone's atomic breath is, his power can reach 18 petatons, a multi-continental amount of destructive power. A big upgrade from the previous Godzillas, so can Legendary reach these powers? And well, if you watch literally any video on Monsterverse's power level, the answer is a fat yes. Monsterverse literally dives into pools filled with planets' worths of gravity. Calculations for just Kong enduring this gets 313 petatons. And well, do I even need to explain why this also applies to Godzilla? Well, let's see, fellas. 313 petatons compared to 18 petatons. Which one is stronger? Gemstone, obviously. Yeah, Monsterverse clears yet again. The final round. Monsterverse Godzilla smacked away the previous Reiwa Godzillas like they fly. None of them even came close to making them flinch. Happy to say, Monsterverse can't fool around with Earth. We said Monsterverse low to mid-end, but let's talk about his higher stuff. Some of his strongest foes, such as Ghidorah and Shimo, have planet-destroying implications. And Godzilla has energy comparable to the Hollow Earth portals, with dwarf star calculations, making this Godzilla a world destroyer. Just might be enough to fold Godzilla Earth. Earth, just like Legendary, was obliterating monsters, one of which includes Batra, who's powerful enough to stop Gorab, a meteor that can destroy Earth. And once he hit that growth spurt of a lifetime, he's stated to have star-crushing power. And yikes, he also is one-shotting black holes, which comes to 81 kilofold, thousands of times stronger than a highballed Monsterverse. Plus with his defensive shield, large AoE, and that stanky breath, Monsterverse getting absolutely cooked! Godzilla Earth wins this matchup, no difficulty. So does Monsterverse solo the Reiwa era? Sadly no, but he does make it very, very far, receiving a silver medal if he was part of this lineup. So 80% overall, I'd say he did pretty good. But what do you guys think? Do you guys believe Shin lasers him in round 1, or does he actually clear the verse? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. And with all of that said and done, I'll catch you guys later.